Hey, God bless you, everybody. I'm not going to be before you too long. I just want to get on here and give you this word that the Lord gave me. And this message is for whoever it's for. It's two short sentences that the Lord said to me. And it goes like this. Don't ever let what people say get in the way of your destiny. Now, and it was said exactly like that to me, and it was you know how lyrics are, or a poet will make something rhyme that doesn't really rhyme. It kind of destiny was stated as destiny. So it's kind of like a literary device that the Lord was using just to get the message through that, you know, whatever people are saying in regards to the call on your life or the destiny on your life, whatever people are saying to kind of distract you and knock you off course, they may not even know it, but they're being used by the enemy to kind of push you back. So you always going to get some type of blowback or pushback anytime that you are fulfilling purpose and destiny. And so the enemy will use the same old tricks. He'll get people or a person to come and say something to make you want to back up. Even, it could be something, from your past, or it could be something that's like belittling you to make you feel like, I can't, there's no way I can do what God has called me to do. And God is saying that, whose report will you believe? And there's a song that says that, whose report will you believe? And the retort is, I will believe the report of the Lord. And so God is saying, who are you going to believe in this situation? Are you going to believe everybody that's saying that, you don't measure up, there's no way you could do that, look at you, how could you possibly be, whatever it is that God has called you to be? And God is saying, are you going to believe what they say, or are you going to believe what I say? And that's the most important report, is to listen to what the Lord has to say about you, not what everyone else. And like I said, it could be people from all areas, could be your loved ones, and they might not have bad intentions. But then there's other people who might be experiencing things where the people do have bad intentions. They could be taunting you. They could be, just some people are just straight up wicked. You know what I mean? So they could be taunting you, making you feel like, how could I possibly do this? It's just going to open me up to more scrutiny. And so God is saying that He's your sustainer, to not back down, that unfortunately it is par for the course, that anytime that you're going to go and do damage to the kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of darkness is not going to just sit there and say, oh, okay, she's, coming into her calling, or she's going to go, be a pastor, or she's going to go, I don't know, heal the sick or feed the poor, or whatever it is that's going to do damage to the kingdom of darkness. Then they're going to have their they're going to try to do their strikes against you. So it comes with it. It often scares me. The most scariest thing for me is when I don't know everybody's life, whatever, but when I come across people who, call themselves Christian, and they just basically skipping through the lilies of the field and never have anything, no sort of attack or anything like that, to ever come their way, that to me tells me that they are not really doing any damage to Satan's kingdom. Or the enemy is not really worried about them because, why would he be if you're just kind of just lukewarm and just not really doing nothing for the kingdom of God. But like I said, this is really short, but I also want to make reference to the video that you're seeing. The animals that you see in this video, the birds, and I'm sure there's fish in the lake. They all know what their destiny is. The bird says, okay, I'm going to fly, and I know I'm going to be in the air. And the duck says, I'm just like, I can fly, I can swim, and you know what I mean? They know their place. And if we can take any note or any lesson to be learned from the animals, is that they know where they're supposed to be. You're not going to find a fish that says, I want to be on the land. If it goes on the land, it's going to die because it's not in the place where it's supposed to be. It's the same thing for us. There are callings and certain places that God wants us to be. And a lot of times we want to run away from what God has called us to do. But if we do that, then there's a certain part of us that dies, that we will never fulfill what God has called us to do. And so God is saying that, I'm saying that, I made a decision a long time ago that whatever God has said that I'm supposed to do since before I was born, I want to fulfill it. I don't want to leave this earth without fulfilling what God has written about me in his books. And we all have volumes, library full of books written about us that we are supposed to fulfill. Now, I don't know everything that's written in my book, but God will tell you piece by piece what you need to do. And you just need to follow his leading and be obedient. So like I said, you'll never see the fish saying, nah, I don't really want to be in this water, so I'm just going to be, on land, unless it's that one fish that does do that weird traveling thing, because I watch too much National Geographic. But anyway, the 99.9 repeating decimal percentage points of fish that need to be in water because that's their destiny. That's where they belong. They're not going to say, this ain't really working for me. I want to be out on the land. I'm getting tired of dodging these bigger fish that want to eat me. So I want to go out, on the land. That's not going to work. Ultimately, fish is going to die and dry out. And that's going to be the end of him. All right. God bless you. I love you. Until we meet again. Bye.